Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today, I kid you not, deck that you are about to see actually reached top 200 Mythic with dinosaurs, and you will see tons of games with full board of dinos, and you will even see Sun's avatar in absolute full glory in most of the games, so guys, enjoy the journey. Let's see, let's go Invasion. This one gives us a treasure, so it's also a ramp spell. So how do we go about it? I think we'll just go with Etali. And we'll see what we hit. It should be good enough. Alright, we have Zombify. This is good. This is exactly what I tried to hit. So now we can already go Etali on the next turn. I'm checking furiously the graveyard, so our opponent should know what's up. And the recruit. So this will be an aggro deck trying to just hit our face. Oh, okay. No, we need one more turn. Because this one will be tapped when we crack it. We can create a treasure token, but do we care about it right now? We will have only 3 lands, right? So that's the reason we can't go for animation on this turn. So I think we have to chill one more turn. Oh man, this can hurt. This is the turn when they are popping off. They will probably play a big thing that amplifies all the damage. Alright, honestly it's not the end of the world. Because we might try to stop it later. And we have the Tyrants, right? So we can live game. Oh no, it's not everything. Please stop. Don't. Okay, this is a weird one. It gives us more time, but it scales the board like crazy. They will probably hit a 1-drop, so I expect also another creature. So this will be a board. So when they play a Lord or something that, you know, pumps everything. Alright. Attacking creatures you control get +1. Exactly this. Well, this was the turn that we did not want to miss, that's for sure. And this should be close to everything. And now we crack it. Man, this is a little bit scary. But if we draw a land, we can also go for Rakdos Joins Up. I think we want black mana here. Yep, let's go for the black mana. That's the one we are lacking. Listen guys, we know what the play is. Can I go Tyrant? Is there any chance I'm surviving this? I think I just need as many things as possible. Because with Etali, I can actually hit all of the big stuff. And if I hit Ghalta, we win instantly. Okay, it's this card. Okay, I think we're doing it. What the heck? Yes, this is a lot of creatures. And with Carnosaur, we can start hitting more stuff. And we have something in... Oh, bro. The gambling intensifies. I mean, that was a good hit. We just created all of this within a single turn. So, let's see. Sheltered. Instant answer to Etali. I think they should target the Tyrant, to be honest. And maybe they just realized their mistake. Because Tyrant gets back. However, they need to kill it. But we have ways to just lose it, you know, consciously to the Death Toucher. Oh, they just have 2. I mean, on 10 cards it's kinda expected to have 2 different answers. Sure, why not? They still don't have an easy way attacking, and because of all the live gain we're at 19. If we draw a land, we can Rakdos Joins Up again. But we have no creatures. Bro, and they have carded, man, they will kill man, they are playing literal control deck that also wins by aggro. Look how many cards they are getting. Like, this is insanity. And they have all the answers. However, they cannot attack, which is always their favorite thing to do. So we have the dinosaurs. I think we can wait one more turn and go for Ghalta. That will win the game instantly. So they will have 1 attack to win everything. And they don't have tramplers. I think we go with this. Then we get all the dragons. Sorry, dinosaurs. Close. Do you even want this? We sacrifice a treasure to get a treasure. I honestly don't think we need to. We just chill here. We try to survive it. I could attack Invasion of Ergamon, I guess. Yeah, I don't think it's like the biggest deal here. Like, I prefer a 7-6 to block than like a 3-4. I hope they will try to go for 2-turn lethal. Because right now they cannot attack with those sheltered rabbits, because then we get the stuff back. So they're kinda out of the battle as long as we have something to trade. Double Knight gets blocked with 2 tokens, so they actually don't have as much power. Yeah, I think this is their plan to kill us. 12-12 should do the trick, but it will come later. And keeps convoking. Bro, they keep drawing cards. Like, those aggro decks are out of control. They just do everything. It's fine. I think we can still beat this, but you can see that the gas on the normal aggro deck should be over like 5 turns ago. So, okay, maybe I overdid it, but you get the idea. So now we go with what? Rakdos Joins Up. I think this is way more damage. Let's drop it and enjoy our absolutely deserved win. I mean, I wonder how you beat those Dragons. Let's see the hits. Yep, more drag. They have season. No way, man. I don't know what it does, but I will do something really cool. Target permanent, not really. Let's just make more rabbits. We cannot go wrong with 5 creatures. Here you go. Back to 22. And now we are starting to cook. However, our opponent, just to make it clear, their 2-drop is bigger than our 3-colored legendary dinosaur avatar with 7-6, only 7-6. So we actually cannot attack. We need to play the value game against. I mean, it's fine, it's fine. 2 mana, 13-13. And another 2. Bro, they paid 6 mana and they have bigger board. However, our creatures do cool stuff, so we will win one way or the other. And the point is that we can scale, they cannot. Return target creature, legendary. Oh, I guess we could get the creatures to die. You know what? We will just attack with legendary. So maybe I missed a bit of a lethal. Maybe we just have to attack with all the big guys. We definitely play this, right? Because then we can get stuff done. Yeah, this is lethal already. Alright, guys, fortunately... Well, yeah. We just get it back. We attack with all the legendaries. Because then they will die. And Rakdos Joins Up will finally finish the job. Right? It can hit face. Yeah, it actually only hits face. So I'm pretty hopeful that our opponent will be excited to trade, not reading our cards, the classic, and we will we'll just lose all of the creatures, and that is how we win the game. But that is the wonkiest, you know, finish to a ramp game, but I'll take it. This is 28 damage, and there's nothing they can do about this part. So this duress is absolute pure gold, and it's very rough start for us. Not gonna lie, especially that this is the only way we can get stuff into the graveyard. However, I'm not super scared of it, because we have tons of cards that do the same thing. For example, Collector's Vault. So I've honestly thought it will be Invasion of Ergamon, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh my god, this is not an Annex. Alright. Still a very scary situation. So we could try to go... Okay, so if that's a Bloodletter, we have to go Carnosaur. They definitely play 4 Bloodletters, 4 Slashers. You see the Raceway. So we kinda know that they're going into this full 1-turn combo. They can actually, if they have Bloodletter, they can play Slasher and pump it and it instantly kills something. So Carnosaur prevents dying. It doesn't do much more though. Okay, I think I know, because if they don't go for the lethal combo, we just go for the Vault at the end step. Zombify is of course vulnerable to another duress, but they should not have another. This is the bad. Alright, but that means no Bloodletter. Well, this is definitely a little bit annoying. I think they will take Zombify. This is the only correct choice here in this situation, and we can take it back. They know about the Vault. However, we have two draws to draw another reanimation spell, in which case this play won't change anything. Perfect. I actually really like it. Because with this, I think we can just outvalue their board. Even though they deal a ton of damage, it should not be good enough. So I believe they went for the wrong choice, but I'll take it. Speed will be absolutely devastating, we need to be ready. This is actually a very meaningful mechanic here, because with this, they can play Bloodletter or Slasher and instantly hit our face. So that's not what you want to see. They're waiting with the removal, so I think it's Tyrant. Sun's Avatar would be better if they were tapped. But with 2 open mana, which is obviously go for the throat, you want those Tyrants. And I mean, let's crack the passage. I think we'll go with double red, so we can play Etali later. With treasures, doesn't super matter usually, but you know, we still need to get there. Let's go, Tyrant. We need your power, because we are a little bit behind on cards and on tempo. So this will die, but we'll get another one. Alright, Edict is not what I expected, I wonder. Edict is great against the artifact side of this card. So this might mean they have another. We will see. I'm not super sure, but I know that it's not very easy for them. Alright, that's fine. So, okay, that explains it, because this hits the artifact side very easily. However, they are not dealing as much damage yet. So we can go another Tyrant, or Rakdos Joins Up in case we hit something cooler. I think this is the... They still have mana. Okay, let's pay attention. We don't pain ourselves. I don't see priority. Man, if I knew... Oh, we don't have this in the graveyard. Alright, that's fine. Fabled Passage is actually fine. Alright, guys. This is the bigger Tyrant, alright? Now we have the bigger, amplified version, and they still need to answer it. Let's see what the play is. Told you. They're just lurking with this Bloodletter. Trying to Bloodletter their way to victory. And I honestly don't think it will be good enough. With Tyrant, we can do absolute crazy magic. We get double damage, but, you know, it's not as much yet. Let's live gain, let's draw more cards. Sure. And I mean, there's nothing we can do about this part. This will probably not matter too much this game, so I'm pretty happy with it. We don't have planes, so we actually will go for the forest here. For next Tyrants. Alright guys, this is interesting. We could already unleash everything. I think they don't have removal right now. Which means we go Invasion into Zombify. We will see the priority. Yes, guys, we got this game. I tell you, we got this game. It looks like it's close. Well, it is absolutely not close. When you see the hit, you will know. And man, I miss those animations. Like, this was so fun when I started to play Magic. So, let's hit the face. This is the play. Should I block with this one? This is 3 power, right? Let's go. Let's go. That's how we do it. 13 damage, and you will see what more, because I have a lingering suspicion this is not the last of the creatures on this turn. Here you go. Here you go. That's what I'm talking about. And I think with this, our opponent is probably out of this game. We deal damage with Rakdos Joins Up, we draw infinite cards, we live game, we have everything. And they have nothing. And we don't have too much time. So let's go for the green mana, as we agreed on the last turn. This will be a mountain turn into invasion probably, especially with this draw. And I think we just go with Ghalta, especially if we draw next dragons. Next dinosaurs, Ghalta just hits super hard. However, we did not draw as many cards. Yeah, we probably want to seize the spores. We want to get a little bit more than just Ghalta. I guess this... Okay, this is better. This is exactly what we wanted. We still have one more turn though. So let's go for the Verge. It gives better mana. And this is a treasure, so this is our 5th mana, which means we can get rid of the land. Invasion is also okay, but I like it for cycling in the future. We didn't really hit anything here. So I hoped for like at least one big dinosaur. But we should still be fine. Shelter by Ghost will of course be their only answer so far. So this is decent, but it's not very good for them. It gives value, but not as much tempo, and they still need to hold 1 mana to protect their creatures. And now we are getting strong into the board. So let's go for what? Double, I think it doesn't matter, but let's go for Etali. It should be Forest because we have red here. Etali needs double red. So we could go for Rakdos Joins Up, it's one treasure, or just Zombify. If they kill something, wait, how many counters? 2 counters. 14-14. Shouldn't make a difference. I will go for the long-term play. I think it's a little bit better, because we can hardcast spells from the hand later with those treasures. So that is a lot of value already. We could even get 1 extra. You know what? It's actually worth it, I think. I think this is good game for us. You know what? I will wait 1 turn. We can always do it. I think that our opponent, unless they have double sheltered, I don't think it's enough. But they might actually have double sheltered by Ghost. They are at 12 cards, so the chance is massive. I expect they have at least 1. Here we go, the easy answer. Let's see if they have also the second one, which is statistically not something that should happen. However, it happens basically every time so far. Alright, no second shelter, only 1, which is already extremely good case for our opponent, but not crazy good. So this is already a ton of damage on our face. It's very hard to raise them, as you can see. And everything is exiled and we don't have creatures. So we have to play land. We probably will need a lot of mana. And let's see what we can hit. We actually need something meaningful here. Are you something meaningful? They are not killing us on the next turn yet, but it's close and they will lifelink absolute ton. What do you really do? So we can search for a land or battle card. Like Invasion of Ergamon. Not sure if that's good enough, and we're missing a bunch of damage. There are some draws that might win the game on the next turn. I think we'll seize the spores and we see what we get. Okay, this is one of the cards I was... This was exactly the card I was thinking about. Alright, the problem is that they can go for a huge Admirer, so this might be a bit of a problem, but with Tyrants, hopefully it's fine. So of course they get extra copy. Right now they will have second shelter by Ghost. As you can see, current 1 and 2 drops actually have 0 troubles answering 12 12s, 15s, 15s. Like those decks just literally solve everything with 1 and 2 drops. Which is the reason you see the whole format dominated by 1 and 2 drops right now. As you can see, big creatures do not even matter to them. They just win instantly. However, that being said, we can finally go for this, and at least this one has haste, so we know it's good. So deals combat damage to a player, we need to go face then. Let's go. If we get good hit with a lot of Tyrants, we can live game to absolute oblivion and take over the game from the next turn onward. This is actually probably the closest realistical hit we could get, and we might actually win this game still. They have flyers. Bro, like look at this, look what you need to fight a 1-drop with 2-drop aura. Alright, we are getting back to 20, hopefully that's enough. And now we can discover something really cool. Let's go, Invasion, you need to save us. And all of this from Sun's avatar. Alright, we unfortunately didn't hit any more oh, we actually just got everything into the board, right? Because if we hit more, we do just get them into the board. So we actually don't have too much fuel for the next turns. Now our opponent actually needs to try. We might still lose, guys. I'm not joking. We might actually still lose this. Because our opponent has a 1-drop. And Shelter by Ghost is like 3 cards in 1, so this card is insane. We are nearly dead. But can we raise an aggro deck? Now they get what? Another Shelter by Ghost? Remove Ghalta probably. No, maybe it's Sun's avatar. Oh, they're going for the Tyrants. That's kinda okay. Man, I think we'll still lose to this. This is insane. So, what is the reason this deck is even in the game? Shelter by Ghost. This card is so incredibly powerful that it answers everything, protects your creatures, and is basically never a dead draw against any matchup. So, this is where we are. Can we kill them? In 1 turn? I actually don't know. Oh man, this is ridiculous that the game is still on. So we go for everything, right? Everything has trample. They can nullify 5 damage. So we go 19 and 13. 32. It should be enough, right? It should be enough. And we get all the next dragons. Nothing in the graveyard, because everything literally got exiled. Let's swing. And I will good game our opponent, if we win, because they said... However, I think they have a pump spell, and this will have more than 5 toughness. I think that's the case. Oh, let's give him a good game. He said it's a good game, I agree. Oh man, this was insane. Alright guys, we are going first. This is a little bit of a risky one. We have 3 mana play that will fix everything, but we do not know if we get there. However, on the play I will take it. On the draw, to be honest, it wouldn't be bad as well. Oh, our opponent wants to... Bro, thank you. Thank you. I can appreciate it. Which is extremely funny because I actually played this card myself to discard my own cards. So yeah, we like what we are seeing. I will go for the black mana because I can kinda live without green here. The only question is, are we good enough in Magic to actually top deck a land? Because we have a really nice strategy so far and we are winning this game as long as we hit the stuff. I think I don't like showing my opponent what I'm doing, but I think we still have to. So land from the top and we probably will win this game. Non-land and we probably lose this game. So, I mean, I will go with Etali. Land from the top? Alright, let's go Dinosaur. So now we can go for Seize the Spoils. What are the cards? I think it's Rakdos. They usually don't have targeted this card, so we should save the Zombify. We can discard the land nicely. Alright, so of course their whole game plan will be just smacking face and bouncing Hopeless Nightmare until, you know, someone dies, which is fine. And we will go with, I think, Ghalta, because then we get the Tyrant. Discarding a card, sure. I think land is okay. We still want to keep the big stuff. Probably we'll have to... Oh, I expected another discard on this turn, so this is a little bit better even. And we also have this. We could go for Rakdos Joins Up. I think it's worth burning the treasure. Let's go. Let's go. Should be okay. So, we get Ghalta. Finally, some big stuff. We could also go for Etali, but I think Ghalta is just safer bet. It's also 14/14 along the Tyrant, which is exactly 20 damage. The card from the top is not amazing, unfortunately, but this alone threatens lethal on the next turn. They have lifelinkers, so they have ways around it. Let's see how they attack. Probably attack with flyers and keep everything else back. So far they didn't draw a card. I see priority? No, I think that wasn't priority. Alright, and now we can go for Zombify and we get Etali. And now we get all the life again and hits from both decks. And that should be enough to close the game. I wish we hit this. Alright, I wish I hit Tyrant from the top. Well, that's the game. They have absolutely nothing they can do about this. I could even bounce something, man. Do I have stuff in? I actually reanimated literally everything. Nah, I think we just go with this. They cannot kill our creatures, so we just keep it as an extra card. And let's go to 16. And man, this deck scales like absolutely crazy. Let's play land still. And our opponent is absolutely out. Alright, our opponent is going first. This is a very sketchy hand because we don't have the right mana, and so far we get more Zombifies than lands. Alright. Okay, this is huge. This is huge. We are not there yet, because we don't have red for invasion, so we cannot discard anything, so we cannot zombify on the next turn, which normally would be the case. However, we are at least getting some... Bro, those draws are horrible so far. We just need red mana. We just need red mana, Fabled Passage, anything like this. So, still cannot play the card. Alright, I see how it is. Let's finally start to get our real color of the deck. So what is the play? I think it's Etali. I think it's Etali. They might have some effects around it. And finally we have the core that we missed. I think I will chill here. We already have the target. I don't need more mana. Let's not show our full hand yet, because our opponent probably already knows that something is up, but I hope that they don't know everything yet. To be fair, Etali is kinda bad into High Noon. I just realized that we won't be able to cast all the spells. But even Etali alone, well, I think we go this, and we just play Etali. Even if it dies, it deals 7 damage already. It returns, so this is not a play a spell effect, but from Etali I believe it is. However, 9 damage already to the face is quite a lot. Instant exile effect at instant speed. Alright. I don't believe we can play anything because the spell was already cast for this turn. Our opponent, yeah, I think this emote was about them being mana screwed. However, they had the best card. If not High Noon, the game would already be over. Because they would be way too slow. Alright, now we can play something meaningful. I think we go with this because they actually... Can we? Okay, we just put. It's not a cast, alright? So that means we can zombify this, go for haste, and hit face, and get all the dinosaurs. And that should be enough because we don't play any of them. Our opponent not happy about it. And this seems to be the older card that is actually still animated, where, at the times where it was worth the effort. Alright, I'll take our win, even against High Noon. So guys, finally you see the monster in true form, and I have to say this deck absolutely surprised me nicely, especially that Sun's avatar is insane in this deck because you have so many dinosaurs and most of them also trigger other dinosaurs, with Ghalta especially together with Etali. Those two dragons have chance of casting all the other ones, and if you have tyrants you are life gaining like crazy, so this all synergizes perfectly, especially like, when you hit Ghalta you basically unleash top 7, or is it 7 or 6? That many. It's 7 because you deal usually 7 damage. 7 cards from the top, and also your whole hand goes to the battlefield with all the biggest dragons. Sorry, dinosaurs. I kept saying dragons on this one. And also with Rakdos Joins Up, you have tons of legendary creatures. So normally when you hit 2 of them, it doesn't do anything. Here it actually deals tons of damage, especially Ghalta. This is basically a 14-14 with those 2 counters. If you hit multiple Ghaltas, you just win the game on the spot. So I absolutely love this deck, and the player that used this deck to hit the top 200 rank, or to be specific 203 spot, was Lucky Wonder. So congratulations, and yeah, the deck is absolutely fun. If you like dinosaurs, I think this is your best bet. So far this is probably the most epic deck because you actually don't just try to smugger surprise 2 creatures. With Sun's avatar and Ghalta you can just go with huge board of 5 to 7 dinosaurs, and you can actually scale it much higher later into the game. And Carnosaur is pretty good because it discovers 5, so it hits both of the reanimation spells, and because you have so little that isn't a good target, you usually get the hit. You have only basically seized the spells Invasion of Collector's Vault that don't trigger the dinosaurs. So I hope you enjoyed this deck, and tell me what you think. The games were so cool, so yeah, I really enjoyed this deck. Hope it was the same for you. Thank you guys for all the support and just for always being awesome. It means a lot to me. So yeah, thank you for being here until the end. And before we wrap up, huge thank you to, of course, also our patrons that let us make daily content like this and enjoy Magic together. So thank you guys, you're absolutely awesome. And with that being said, see you guys tomorrow.